Tips for supporting your child through tantrums. Hello, parents. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that every mom and dad has faced at some point: your child's tantrums. These outbursts are a completely natural part of growing up, especially in the toddler stage. Around ages 2 to 3, this is when children start wanting to assert themselves but haven't yet learned how to express their emotions appropriately. But don't worry, with a little patience, preparation, and lots of love, we can turn these tough moments into valuable opportunities to teach kids how to manage their emotions and develop important life skills. In this article, we'll explore practical, easy-to-apply ways to understand, prevent, and respond to tantrums, as well as how to recognize when it's time to seek professional help. Let's take a quick look at the main points we'll be discussing today. Understanding tantrums. Why do children throw tantrums? And how normal is it in their development? Prevention tips. Simple strategies to reduce how often and how intensely tantrums happen. In-the-moment responses. How to stay calm and help your child through a tantrum peacefully. Aftercare. Comforting your child and helping them learn from the experience. When to seek help. Knowing when professional support may be needed. Let's get started. Why do kids have tantrums? Have you ever asked yourself, why does my child keep crying and screaming whenever things don't go their way? The truth is, tantrums are a natural part of child development, especially around age 2 or 3, often referred to as the terrible twos. This is when kids start to explore the world and want to do things independently. But their language and emotional control haven't quite caught up. So, when they can't express what they want or feel frustrated, they often burst out crying, thrashing, or even throwing themselves on the floor. For children under 3, these behaviors aren't calculated manipulations. They're usually unconscious reactions when their brains are overwhelmed by big emotions. For instance, they may get upset because they want to feed themselves but can't. Or because they have to leave the playground before they're ready. It's important for parents to understand that this isn't their child being bad. It's a stage they need to go through to learn self-regulation. And once we know the reasons behind the tantrums, it becomes much easier to support our children through them. How to reduce tantrums. Prevention is better than cure, right? Instead of waiting for your child to explode, try a few simple tricks to reduce the frequency and intensity of tantrums before they happen. Start by observing and adjusting your child's environment. Every child has their own emotional triggers. Some get grumpy when they're hungry, others when they're tired. Pay attention to when your child tends to get upset, like before doing homework or while shopping, and look for ways to tweak the situation. For example, if they're often cranky when hungry, always keep a snack handy. If they hate long tasks, break them into smaller parts or offer short breaks in between. Next, teach your child to recognize emotions. Little ones can feel the physical effects of anger, like a racing heart or a flushed face, but they often don't know what those feelings are. Help your child name their emotions with phrases like, "You're crying because you're sad, right?" Or, "You're angry because playtime is over, aren't you?" Reading picture books about feelings together is also a great idea. Fun, simple, and relatable. Ask questions like, "How do you think Bear feels right now?" And gradually, your child will learn to label their own emotions. 2. Another tip is to set clear rules. Kids feel more secure when they know what to expect. Before going to the store, say, "Today we're only buying groceries, not toys. If you behave well, maybe we'll get a small treat next time." The key is consistency. If you say no to buying toys, stick to it. Don't give in to tears, or your child will learn that tantrums are the way to get what they want. Don't forget to praise good behavior. When your child stays calm and listens, say, "I'm so proud of you for not crying at the store." A sticker or a warm hug can make your child feel good and encourage them to repeat the positive behavior. Lastly, give your child age-appropriate independence. Toddlers love doing things on their own. From eating to dressing. If parents do everything for them, it can lead to frustration. Instead, make things easier for them. Use plastic bowls instead of ceramic ones for self-feeding. Or offer easy-to-wear clothes for dressing themselves. This satisfies their need for independence and helps them build new skills. What to do when your child is having a tantrum? No matter how well you've prepared, there will still be times when your child melts down. When that happens, the most important thing for you to do is stay calm. Easier said than done, right? But take a deep breath and remind yourself. This is temporary. If you lose your temper and yell, your child will become even more agitated. Staying calm not only helps you handle the situation better, it also sets an example for your child to follow. Show empathy. Get down to their level and say softly, "I know you're upset because you can't play anymore. Right?" This shows your child that you understand and respect their feelings. If they're not lashing out, offer a hug to help them feel safe. Another great technique is to give choices. Try saying, "Do you want to cry for 2 more minutes or go wash your face with me to feel better?" Giving them a choice helps them feel a sense of control and can reduce frustration. If the tantrum turns aggressive, like hitting or throwing things, try using a timeout. Take your child to a quiet space and say, "Sit here for 2 minutes to calm down. I'll be right here." Match the time to your child's age, e.g. 2 minutes for a 2-year-old. And always explain the reason. This isn't a punishment, but a way for them to regain control. If your child is having a tantrum to get attention, consider using strategic ignoring. You might say, "I see you're upset, but I'm going to finish my work now." Then turn away and don't respond. Once they've calmed down, come back and talk with them. Just remember, don't give in. If your child cries for candy and you give it to them, they'll cry louder next time to get what they want. After the storm, what to do when your child calms down? Once the tantrum has passed, it's time to reconnect and teach. Start by giving your child a big hug. That warm embrace reassures them that you still love them, no matter how upset they were. Then, have a gentle conversation. Ask something like, "You were upset because we turned off the TV, right? Next time, can you try telling me instead of crying?" Use simple language so your child can understand and start learning how to express themselves better. Finally, praise your child for calming down. Say, "You did great. I saw how hard you tried not to cry anymore." This positive reinforcement encourages more of the same good behavior in the future. When to seek professional help. Most tantrums are perfectly normal. But if your child has them too often, too intensely, or shows dangerous behaviors, like hurting themselves or others, then it's time to pay closer attention. If your child also struggles to focus, seems overly hyperactive, or has experienced significant emotional distress, it may be wise to consult a child psychologist. Don't hesitate. Early intervention can make a big difference in your child's development. Final thoughts. Dealing with your child's tantrums isn't just about handling the moment. It's an opportunity to teach emotional awareness and self-regulation. With patience, consistency, and love, you can guide your child through this challenging phase and help them grow into someone who understands and manages their emotions well. Remember, every hug, every kind word is a precious gift on your child's journey to becoming their best self. Wishing all parents joy and strength on this wonderful parenting adventure.